Hey guys, it's Naomi. Today I thought I'd share with you what is basically now my everyday makeup routine. I'm gonna name it something like "The sun's hot but I'm hotter" or something like that, and that's basically because I started doing this when we had a heat wave in the UK. It was like 22 degrees. 22 degrees is like a lot for us English people. So I didn't really want to wear foundation, and this is kind of a makeup routine that doesn't involve foundation at all. The only kind of coverage I do is concealer, and that's not even all over my face at this point. I don't like how foundation looks on me anymore. But anyway, I thought I'd share it with you because you don't always need to have a full face of makeup, especially if you're wearing a mask, which life. I'm gonna try and describe the things that I'm using eyeshadow wise, because you don't need to use the same eyeshadows as me, just use what you got and what you personally like. Let's get to it. The first thing I'm gonna mention is, I don't know if this is, I'm just preferring to not wear face makeup as much now because I've got quite a good skincare routine going on. I know I've made a skincare routine in the past, but since then I've almost pretty much changed the entirety of what I use. So I might do an updated one, but I'm gonna quickly shout out the SPF that I use every single day, which is the Cosrx. I really need to work out how to pronounce this name. Cosrx. Coscu? Well, either of those, take your pick. But I use the Aloe Soothing Sun Cream in SPF 50. It does smell like aloe, which is kind of nice. It kind of smells like a sweet. But yeah, that's the SPF that I use all the time. That's why my face is kind of glowy, because I don't use highlighter or anything at the moment, so there you go. First thing I'm going to be using is the NYX Professional Makeup Pore Filler. I'm just using the small little tiny travel size thing because I have it. I don't remember why, or maybe it was a free gift, I can't even remember. So I'm just kind of using it up. Yeah, I'm using what I have, and I basically just rub that around here. I kind of use it as an eyeshadow primer, to be honest. I do bring it down a little bit, like kind of a bit over my nose, just because it's there, you know. It's on my hand, so I might as well just smear it where I can possibly get it, but I'm mainly concentrating it like here and here, basically the eye socket area. Like that. So it's just kind of smooth. Whoop. It's just kind of smoothing out a nice soft area to work with. Also, if my eyebrows are uneven, I plucked them yesterday, I think. So we're just gonna have to blame my my eyebrow person for that, because that was me. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go straight onto concealer. I don't know why I said concealer like that. Concealer. I'm using the NYX Professional Makeup Can't Stop, Won't Stop. Won't stop the beat, I won't stop. It's just can't stop, won't stop. I'm using the shades Vanilla and Alabaster. I was gonna say Alabama and I don't know why. Yeah, these two. The Vanilla is slightly darker than the Alabaster one, as you can probably see. This one's more of like a summer colour for me, but this is kind of my normal colour. And together they are the perfect match for my face, apparently. Or at least that's what I like to tell myself. I take the darker one first, the Vanilla darker one. And I go from here for some reason, and I just go up. Then I also go here where my dark circles mainly are apparent. And then up on the side again. Sometimes I go across here as well, because that's again where my dark circly bits are. Like that, tight. And then I go in with the lighter one, just to brighten up certain areas. So I will go here in the centre up here for some coverage, across here just to brighten up that area. And that's basically all the coverage I do. I'm not even gonna, you know, get that spots on my head. And I'm just gonna take a sponge, and I'm gonna just blend that in. I do kind of tend to drag it down a little bit, just for like, again, like the primer, it's just there, so I might as well drag it down a little bit. It kind of gives a bit of consistency and coherency to the rest of the face, but without giving a incredibly full coverage kind of look. I am just using whatever's left just to go over my nose. And I might just do a little bit up here, you know, we just give it a little bit of coverage. So yeah, that is it. I'm gonna go in again with like the Alabaster one and just bloop bloop, just to brighten that bit up. My eyes might be a little bit darker than usual. So yeah, that is as good as we're gonna get it. I'm gonna set that with, once again, the NYX Professional Makeup. What did I just say? It sounded like a mixture of coconut and makeup. The NYX Professional Makeup Can't Stop Won't Stop powder, the loose powder in light to medium. I don't know if this is the lightest one that they do, but it's definitely the lightest one that I've found in store. It's quite a yellowy one, which doesn't bother me as much because I am a neutral gal, and it does kind of help do a little bit of more coverage. I do take this kind of technically all over my face, so this is the only kind of form of coverage that I wear on the daily. I'm so sorry, I keep looking at the mirror behind me because I'm used to her, but I'm not used to this, you know? So yeah, that is all I do for face makeup. Well, that might be a little bit of a lie, to be honest, because I am about to go in with a bone colour. I'm using the Jeffree Star Cosmetics and Shane Dawson collaboration palette, the controversy one. And I use Cry on My Couch, just because it is like a bone colour. So if you have a colour that is close to your skin tone and an eyeshadow colour, this is a pro tip. If you can find a colour that is the same skin tone as you, almost, I use that to just go over my dark circles and to like start a base colour on my eyelids essentially, but I use it mainly just giving an extra little coverage of those dark circles, you know? Again, I think that's as good as we're gonna get with this. We're gonna go into actual eyeshadow now, which is honestly the only thing that makes me want to do this. So I'm taking this fluffy, please don't, I need to clean my brushes, but like a small-ish fluffy brush. And then I'm taking, gosh, Be Happy, Identity palette, a light kind of neutral brown colour on my brush, and I'm just I'm pinching the nib like this, the bristles, just for drama. I'm taking this still pinched and I go to the middle section of my under eye bit and drag up and wing. Kind of like you're doing the reverse eyeliner trend thing. I do that just from the middle of my eye across, and then I go up and connect. And then I connect to my crease, that's what that's called. Yeah. It just kind of gives a nice, well, I look a little bit crazy, but give me time, give me time. It just gives a nice blend for when I do winged liner, which is a staple for me. Again, just doing the same thing on the other side, grabbing, pinching, dragging upwards. I do tend to drag it into my inner corner a bit. And then you can choose whether or not to blend this out right now. I'm going to because it looks a little bit weird, but I tend to normally leave it and then I just blend everything else at the end. But I feel like being fancy today, apparently. I'm also blending the underneath. Okay, so that's that blended out. See how like it's kind of a natural thing? This is basically a natural kind of makeup look. So it doesn't look like you've done a lot, but you've done something, you know, you've done a little something. And now taking a flat eyeshadow brush, that's I think what they're called, I'm dipping into a caramelly brown kind of colour. Oh, well, I'm gonna say it's caramelly. And I'm basically going from the outer third and again following up that wing. And then I kind of do go onto the lid. I tend to like almost do a faux wing for where my eyeliner is about to sit. Just to make it, again, more of like a natural, gradual thing. Wow. I mean, I always screw up on this side. I think this eye, I don't think, I know, this eyelid is a little bit lower, like it sits lower on this face than this face, on this side than this side. And then just taking my fluffy brush, my fluffy blending brush. Ta-da! You can either choose to go over your eyelid, kind of your skin tone colour again, just to like make it more of a, what are they called? A cut crease. I do sometimes, depending on the blend. I do, like that. So that looks kind of natural, and you can probably just leave it like this and do some mascara or something if you're not an eyeliner person. But if you're an eyeliner person, let's go. Just kidding, we're gonna take it back, we're gonna dial it back a little bit. I'm going to add a little bit of a pizzazz. I'm using this bone colour. I like to call it it's my skin but Edward Cullen. So if I was a vampire, this would be my skin. And I just take that on this one. I kind of put it in the center like that. Blip, blip, blip. And I don't use a brush or anything, and I just kind of rub it in because it's nasty, but it works. It just kind of gives like a little bit of a shimmery shine to the look. And sometimes I put it like underneath for an extra bit of glam, but today's not that day. This is more like a natural, like I'm going to the beach, but like I want to wear makeup, but I don't want to look like I'm wearing a lot of makeup, you know? Or like I'm going to school, but I don't want to look like I'm trying hard. I don't know if you're allowed to wear makeup to school. When I was in school, I just wore eyeliner like 3 times. For eyeliner now though, I use the NYX Professional Makeup Epic Ink Liner. It's just like it's a felt tip pen, but it's not a felt tip pen. It's kind of like I always want to explain it as like an art pen, because it has the individual hairs. And I'm just going to do eyeliner. That's a lot lower than I normally do it, but it's alright. Do I have any tips for eyeliner? Just wing it. That was an accidental pun, but like it works. I guess the only kind of tips I can give for eyeliner is don't be scared to screw it up, because I've been doing eyeliner for like since I was 16, and that was, how old am I now? I'm 24. I'm turning 25 next week. Oh my god, what is that? 9 years? 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. I've been doing eyeliner for 9 years and I screw it up constantly, like at least once a day. I mean, that's how many times I do eyeliner, like once a day. Every time it's a little bit different. And that is okay. All artists have to redo their work sometimes, you know, it's fine. Did you know that Mona Lisa had many paintings underneath it before it got to the final outcome? There you go. That's aspirational. Is it? I don't know. Sometimes I use the brown version of the Epic Ink liner. It just gives it a little bit more of a natural kind of look, as opposed to this, which is a little bit more like, I've done eyeliner, and the other one's more like yeah, I've done eyeliner. I'm gonna go on to eyebrows now, because I kind of like to flip around when I'm doing my makeup. It's raining like cats and dogs outside. Kind of really nice and atmospheric. That's what I was trying to say. I'm just taking a spoolie brush. This one is from the So Eco line. I think I got it from Beauty Bay, to be honest. Just because I shaved down my other one because I was trying to clean it with a razor like an idiot. Sometimes I do some really questionable things, and even I'm like, what was the reason? Brushing out my eyebrows, making sure the knots are gone, kind of fluffing them. I don't use a lot of eyebrow products these days. I sometimes use like pomades if I want like a really intense brow. I'm just using I think this is the newest eyebrow product. It's the Eyebrow Lift and Snatch pen. It's basically the eyebrow version of the Epic Ink liner, because it has, again, the individual hairs. I'm using the colour Ash Brown because it's a lot lighter than I would normally use, but I like it more because my hair is so dark that it kind of cancels it out to have a little bit of lightness. Plus, it also makes it not look like I've done my eyebrows whilst doing my eyebrows, if you get, if you catch my drift, if you float your boat, I don't know. I mean, I might have to float my boat, to be honest, with all this rain. Collect all the animals 2 by 2, hurrah hurrah. My tip for using this pen specifically, if you can draw grass, like in like a push down, push up, like lift off kind of motion, instead of doing like a jaggedy whatever. Unless you want jaggedy whatever eyebrows, that's cool too. But if you can draw like individual grass hair things, you can draw individual hairs. So I kind of fill in just like the front bit a little bit more, like so. Sometimes I draw a little line underneath just for like protection. I just had a train go past and it actually made me feel like I was in a Studio Ghibli film with the rain and the with the rain and the train. I'm just gonna brush it out a little bit. Sometimes I feel like I need to put a little bit of concealer over the top, but I'm trying to work out if I care enough to do that right now. So when I clear up mistakes, I normally just go for whatever concealer I find first. If you ever need to know how to clear up your eyebrows, don't worry, I've got you. I'm just taking this brush. This isn't normally one that I recommend, but it's like a concealer brush, whatever. The first thing I grabbed. And I just kind of... I should have grabbed the other concealer, damn it. If you ever feel like you've done a little bit too much, like, I just pat whatever's left on my concealer brush onto my eyebrow. Sometimes I do it with my sponge as well. It just kind of, it flattens it. Not flattens, but like dulls the colour. We are going back to the eyes now. So I'm gonna curl my lashes. This is actually the only eyelash curler I've ever liked in my entire life. It's the W7, I think that's what it's called, eyelash curler. It's got like a spring on it, like most of them do. I say that because my other one of these broke that I had for years, and I replaced it with like a Eyelure one because I thought Eylure's a good brand and there's got a black one, that's cool. It didn't have a spring. It was kind of just like a you have to manually do it, and I think I'm a bit too lazy for that. And it was also way too big of a band. I hold and pull up, but not enough to rip out my eyelashes, and I kind of just chung 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 chung. And for mascara, I'm using the, once again, NYX Professional Makeup, but Worth the Hype mascara. I'm trialing this one. Quite good, to be honest. It's got quite a thick brush. She gets the job done. Ding! Alright, and that is basically the finished look. I do in fact put a tinted lip balm on. I don't wear lipstick. I don't wear lipstick colours or lipsticks in general anymore. Or at least at the moment. I just kind of go for a tinted lip balm. Just for like a little, oh, that's very bright. Just for just a little pop of colour, you know what I mean? That's a bit too much of a pop of colour today. I don't know really what its angle is, but ta-da! So this is it. This is the everyday makeup that I do all the time, specifically for hot weather, but also just, it's nice if you're just not wanting to wear foundation. So this is kind of like an everyday makeup that you, if you just want to run out. I do this in like 15 minutes now. Obviously when I'm not talking, I don't really know how to do makeup videos, is what I've just realised. It's a good thing I'm not a beauty YouTuber. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, even if it was just to hang out with me and just hang out. I hope you enjoyed the tips that I've given you, or whatever else that you could have got from this video. Okay, well, I will catch you guys on the flip side. Stay safe, have a beautiful day, and I will see you either on Thursdays with my Life is Strange gameplay thing that I am doing at the moment. We're almost at the end, it's bizarre. Well, I say that, we're in the fourth, anyway. I'm gonna film another episode, like now. I will catch you guys on the flip side, have a beautiful day, and I will see you either on Thursdays or potentially on some Sundays when I post. But yeah, until then, stay safe, bye. Okay.